Is buying a business that's already making money a good idea? I mean, if it's an established business, is there really anywhere to go from here? What's the point? Let's talk about it. Hey, my name is Gregory Elfring. I am the Director of Marketing at Empire Flippers, and if you're wondering why my shirt says t-shirt, it's an SEO joke. Go tag Tim Solo at Ahrefs. He will be very happy to see I am wearing his t-shirt in this YouTube video, and I'm sure he'll promote this whole video to his entire list for me so I get a bunch of free traffic. So please make sure you go do that. Thank you. Now, let's talk about buying an established business here. Like I said a little bit before, you might be wondering, what's the point of buying a business already making money? Isn't oversaturated? Is there any growth opportunities at all? And if you're brand new to buying a business, if you're a veteran, you obviously know where I'm going with this, but if you're brand new to buying a business, this could be a real concern, right? Like, why buy this if it's not going up anywhere, right? So let me break this down. Why buying an established business can be an amazing opportunity. In fact, I think it's a better opportunity than starting a business from scratch, even if you pay a premium. Here's why. So the first part is proven market fit. This is something you see thrown around in a lot of entrepreneurial circles, and basically all it means is you have done good research to, when you launch your product, whatever it is, product or service or software, whatever you have, that people want to buy it, and people do buy it. There's a proven product market fit. Now, this is one of the first big hurdles and milestones for a new entrepreneur to really overcome. It is one of the most difficult tasks. Even if you're an affiliate site owner, you still have to find the proven product market fit of your website meeting Google's algorithm to actually get the traffic to click your affiliate links, right? This is the hardest part, and it could take forever. And to be honest, most entrepreneurs fail at this. That's why entrepreneurship has such a high failure rate. This is so difficult to do that it always takes a bit of skill, a ton of hard work, and obviously some luck. So when you buy an established business, the luck is already spread around, right? You already have product market fit. You already have people buying a proven product the market wants. So that proven product market fit, it basically means you're never going to be spending, well, at least when you first buy the business, maybe when you launch a new product, when you buy that business, your products are not losers. You're not spending money on all this inventory that won't ever sell. You already know it sells, which leads me to the second part. When you buy an established business, you get an unfair advantage that most entrepreneurs just starting out do not have. And that is data and traction levers. So when you start a business, you have zero data, right? You don't even know if your product's gonna sell yet. You don't have that data yet. But when you buy an established business, you have reams of data. This is especially true when it comes to online businesses. You have so many different data points that you can look at, that you can use. And all this data and traction that you have is kind of this ammunition you can use to scale the business ever further. Because look, buying or starting a business that starts at zero, right? You're making $0, going from $0 to $5,000 per month is difficult. Most people do not do it. Most people fail at it, and with good reason. It's super, super hard. But when you buy a business that's making $5,000 a month, it is often much, much easier. Now, I'm not saying it's like not hard, but it's much easier to go from $5,000 per month to $10,000 per month because of data and traction levers that you can use. So when you buy a business, let's just give you an example. Like, data is not the end all be all, by the way. I'm not saying like, oh, the business needs to have data for me to buy, but this is a very, very powerful reason to buy an established business with good data, because you can do things like CRO, conversion rate optimization. So CRO is probably one of the most powerful things you can do in marketing. It's like the lazy man's way of making more money because you don't have to do that much to make a significant improvement. Basically, all CRO is, like, say you had a website and you have a button that says click here, you change that to buy now, and buy now ends up converting 30% higher. You just made 30% more money because you changed the button. Now, obviously that's oversimplifying the whole process, but that is the basic process of CRO. And when you buy an established business, you can do this right away. When you start a business, you have no data. Like, who cares if it says buy now or click here when you're getting 0 visitors to your website or 0 people looking at your product listing? It just doesn't matter, right? There's nothing to be done here. But when you buy a business, you can instantly do a bunch of different optimization tests here, including not just on design elements like what CRO or copywriting elements that CRO pertains to, but even on your ad accounts, your optimization stuff. Think about it. When you start a new Facebook ad to a new product or new Google ad, those ads don't really have much data about what you're doing yet because you're a brand new business. They don't even really know who to serve you, who to serve those ads to that are going to click and buy from you yet. But when you have an aged business that has proven funnels, you're not wondering if a funnel would ever work for you. You know what funnel works, and you can optimize each part of that from the copy of the ads, from the actual bidding strategy you're using, the campaign strategy you're using, and the actual after funnel or post ad, I guess, where they actually click the ad and sign up to your email list or whatever funnel you have, right? You can optimize each one of these things and you already know they make money, so it's worth time for you to optimize them to make even more, right? So these are some very, very powerful things. Also, usually in an established business, not all of them, but a lot of them do have an email list. And an email list can supercharge your ability to scale a business because a lot of people don't know how to use email very effectively. And to me, this is literally the most important traffic channel on the entire internet is email marketing. I'll probably do a bunch of long-winded monologue-based videos about email marketing, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want more Greg monologues. So with all that said, buying an established business gives you data and traction levers, which leads me into the third point. And that third point is the snowball of profit. So it goes without saying for the most part, and I think this will probably be pretty obvious for most of you out there, even if you're a brand new business buyer, is when your business grows more successful, you have this snowball effect that happens. When you first start off, it's very difficult. The sales are just like trickling in, kind of sucks and honestly demotivating for the amount of work you put in. But as your business gets more successful, the powers and beauty of compound leverage really start kicking in, because now with an established business, you have this ever-growing email list of customers. Then this email list you can start using to build new audiences for new ads, from lookalikes, retargeting, all types of segmentation within your actual email campaign. You are building out, just as you get more profitable, more testimonials, whether it's testimonials you produce yourself or what people are talking about on Quora and yes, Reddit. Be careful on Reddit, a little bit more toxic community, but they'll talk about you there, right? So all these great things are happening when your brand is getting more and more known. You are becoming someone that people admire or have some kind of relationship with, whether you're selling dog products or whether you're selling jump ropes or whatever, right? You're building a real brand that people have feelings for. And what do people do when they have those kind of feelings? They tell their friends about it, right? Oh, I just got this sick dog training product, or I just got this awesome jump rope. I'm finally getting back in shape because of brand XYZ. I clicked this ad, it was so funny, and I ended up buying their jump rope, right? You know, things like this. So your word of mouth gets to grow ever and ever larger. So it's not just your marketing, your active marketing that is working for you as you build your brand. Your brand itself gets a life of its own as you confidently build it. An established business, as you might imagine, has a huge advantage here. It already has most of this stuff going for it, and you come in and do all the optimization with the data and traction levers I talked about earlier, and you're going to be scaling like wildfire if you know what you're doing. And this is all the beautiful parts of buying an established business. It can be incredibly profitable. And in fact, I unfortunately, I don't remember the study, and I don't even remember the percentage anymore because I read it a long time ago. But there was a study done by a group, hopefully of professionals. This sounds very clickbaity at this point, but I remember reading it where it said people who are acquisition entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs by acquisition, where they buy a business rather than build a business, tend to have much higher success rates. And that might be true even if they didn't have any real business experience to start with. The reason why is because buying that business, there's so much less unknowns than starting a business. The roadmap of what to do, at least initially, is quite clear. Oh, Facebook ads are working. Let's spend more on Facebook. This funnel is working. Let's optimize it. Oh, everyone's buying on this page on my e-commerce store. Let's do some CRO, right? The roadmap is so much clearer. than when you're starting a business from scratch where you're doing everything, right? And you have no idea if anything will work. So this is the power of buying an established business. All right, so I've ranted long enough about this topic, and I think you get the point. Buying a business that's already established can be a huge benefit for you, an amazing benefit. And the other thing I want to say is if you really want to be an entrepreneur, or maybe you are an entrepreneur, the number one thing you can invest in, like people always say invest in yourself, well that's true, but the number one thing you can invest in for really fast income growth or wealth building is your business. Your business is most likely going to produce a higher percentage of return than anything else. And that goes the same with buying a business. So if your business is buying businesses, you're in a very good spot because you get to buy all the results, all the hard work of these entrepreneurs that started from scratch. You get an unfair advantage. You don't have to do all the crazy work they had to do to figure things out. You don't have to wait the 8 months to 32 months sometimes it takes before a business gets real traction. That's amazing. You get to skip the timeline just by acquiring something that already works. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'm going to be trying to do more videos now that I got these beautiful lights, and you're going to tell Tim Solo to go like this video for me, and that's going to be, it's going to shoot my YouTube career up massively, I'm sure. So thank you. But seriously, if you do like this video and like our other content, I would love if you hit the subscribe button and like, and leave me a comment down below with your own questions or insights. Love to respond to them. I try to be as active as I can. Likewise, if you want to buy an established business, I highly recommend buying an online business versus an offline business, just because there's a lot more flexibility. I go into that in a few other videos on this channel. But if you are interested in buying a digital business, you can go ahead, click the link down below and register for a free Empire Flippers account where you could sign up and start buying businesses. And don't worry, we're an M&A advisor, so if you're brand new through the process, just set up a criteria discovery call with us and we'll help you build a game plan that makes sense for where you are, both in terms of budget, but also in terms of skill and desires, lifestyle goals, all that kind of stuff. So talk to you soon, and I'll see you in another video.